Of cancer treatment, trying to remember every symptom, every medication, every question for your next doctor's appointment, right? It is beyond overwhelming, and for many families it's just one more thing to have to carry during what is already, of course, an incredibly painful time. And so that's why two high school students, of all people, decided to switch it up, decided to change it. So today they are joining us to explain an app that they've since created to make all of this way less stressful. Teddy and Brynn, thank you for joining us. And first, congratulations to the two of you. I am just blown away at what you've created. Teddy, I want to start with you, though, because, again, cancer hits home for your family personally. I understand, again, you got to witness this and serve in a caregiver a number of ways. You had kind of, though, of a tech background. What was kind of the moment that clicked where you were like, we got to start something up, and what did you build?
So, I've been taking care of a loved one since I was 8 years old. I've seen cancer every day and I know how much it's taken from me. So I wanted to do something to help others that are going through the same type of pain my family is. And I learned over time that there's a huge health gap in between appointments. And if you're able to improve communication with your doctor during the time that you're not in the appointment, it will ultimately make your loved one live longer. So I was close with Brynn, so I pitched the idea of building Soothe Note, your time between appointment partner, and Brynn loved it. So we launched our first version in March, and it just took off from there.
Oh, so grateful for it. And of course, again, we're seeing kind of the tutorial here on the screen. Again, all the things that come with it. You guys can track things, organize things most effectively. Brynn, hun, obviously I want to bring you into this conversation because this was your life. Again, for a number of years, you battled a rare form of ovarian cancer in high school. Talk to me a little bit about your experience and then what that moment was like when Teddy came with you this idea and how you realized this was so incredibly needed.
Yeah, thank you. I had cancer twice in high school, and Teddy and I are both still in high school. We're both rising seniors. So I had cancer in 2023, 2024, and then I was in remission for a period of time. And then last year, our junior year of high school, my cancer unfortunately came back. And I was just out of treatment when Teddy came to me with this idea, and he talked to me a little bit about it, and of course it hit home immediately. And I was like, this is kind of the thing that I needed in my treatment. And I wish that, friends that are still going through this and, his loved one could have something like Soothe Note for them in treatment.
Oh, again, so incredible. So, Teddy, let's kind of chat again to how it exactly works. I understand it's an app. It's for some people who are, super tech oriented. You've made it incredibly easy. Tell me what it kind of looks like and, again, the number of things it can take into account.
So, like I said, Soothe Note was built for the times in between appointments. And with that, it tracks everything from missed medications to symptoms throughout the day. And when you're supposed to go into the doctor's office, you're supposed to remember in at least like 60 days prior to your visit what's happened. And that's another thing that hit home to Brynn is that there's no really easy way to track that information. So Soothe Note, every single thing you put into the app, like if you're drinking water or if you're having a hard day, we base it off like emojis, super easy to use. Anyone can use it. And it all will come into a doctor summary immediately that you can hand to your doctor. And instead of pitching 60 days of information, you have a report of the last 60 days from the app. And we also support caregivers. So all of the information you put in as a patient will come up on the caregiver side. So without having the hovering effect, you're just really making it support both the patient and the caregiver.
Okay, this is phenomenal. And again, I will stress for people just now tuning in, if you missed earlier, you shouldn't have missed it at all because this is phenomenal. You guys are both in high school at this time. Teddy, I have to ask, did you just have kind of a love for tech? Did you watch a YouTube video? Was this a class or something? How did you even know to build something like this as a teenager?
So I've always been an entrepreneur at heart, and I started my first business in 7th grade. And ever since then, I've been always making things, creating new products, making tools to help people. And by the time Soothe Note was like an idea of mine to make, I've already had background in building apps, so I kind of knew how to do it. And then all we did was build our back end, like constructed our back end with real code, and then we let UI, UX be done by visual AI coding agents. So it's been a pretty long process, but my love for tech and entrepreneurship made Soothe Note.
Teddy, you're a genius, man. Let me tell you something. You didn't ask for this. I took a computer class in college one time. I had to build a website. It took me hours just to turn my font from like black to blue. I had to do all like caret coding / all these things, and it was tough. So you're a genius. If you want to be CEO of Apple or start your own company or become president, whatever, you got our vote. You're so fantastic. And Brynn Hunnigan, we know that again. This has impacted your life so much. I'm curious again how you've seen this make a practical impact again for your family, for other families you've known. I mean, imagine you met a lot in the process again, dealing with a number of treatments.
Yeah.
So anything you can touch on again, and just how the emotional toll that this is addressing, because I mean you've lived it. This is real for you.
Yeah, I mean, I've done a ton of charitable work in my time in remission and survivorship, and I pitched it to a lot of the charities I've worked with. They are now using it with the patients that they serve. And then I've also showed my oncologists that they're big fans of it, and they've been telling their patients about it, because of course there are hospital platforms and there's like my chart and there are things like that, but they don't give the kind of doctor summary that Soothe Note does, and that's really where it bridges the gap between the daily symptoms and then what you can tell your doctor.
Oh, so incredible. Guys, I am blown away. I don't get too speechless on this show too often, but I feel like I'm tripping over my words, just in awe, again, of what you are and who you are and what all you've created. So thank you so much. Brynn, sister, certainly wishing you all the best, praying over you and your sweet family. Teddy, I'm so serious. Keep us posted when you become, again, an actual gazillionaire. We know this is just the start for you. Recap for us again, if you will, Teddy, one more time. Again, Soothe Note, where we can download it, all kind of logistics for people to, be sure to get this app again on their phones.
You can find Soothe Note on the iOS Apple Store at Soothe Note. You can just search it up there, and then we're releasing Soothe Note on the Google Play Store. And then in coming days, it's just the review process is taking a little bit longer than we expected.
Sure. Okay. Well, we will certainly again stay up to date. We are on the edge of our seats for it, guys. Thank you again so much. Wishing you both all the best, and certainly I will have to keep track with both.